Shalom, back with part 2. Let's continue here. All right, we're in Hebrews 11, and we'll start here at verse 6. But without faith, okay, it is impossible to please him. Who's that? The Most High, Yahweh, his son, Yahweh Shai. For he that cometh unto the God power, right, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, must believe that he is. The name Yahweh means exactly that he is, he exists. And that he is a rewarder to them that diligently, I repeat, that diligently seek him. You understand that, people? Okay? And these men may claim what they claim, Sarnetta and Polite, are, going against, the brothers that are in the truth, that have the truth, like GMS and the others, and all of us brothers on down. All right. And, Tazariak representing an Israelite camp, Captain Tazariak from ISUPK, and, whether it be the other group, IUIC, and any other group that are teaching lies. Okay? For what? For money? Selling out 501c3s? All right? And we're going to get into all that. All right? Anyway, let's click on this. All right? Let's go to the word faith. All right? What is faith? Conviction of the truth of anything. Belief. And these men lack belief. They're unbelievers. In the New Testament, of a conviction or belief respecting man's relationship to the Most High and divine things. You see that? They disrespect the elders. They disrespect the truth. What does it say in Proverbs 13:13? He who despises this word, right, the testimony of the Most High, shall be destroyed. Right? Generally, with the included idea of trust and holy fervor born of faith, and not everybody is given faith. All right? And again, the elect of Israel, who were chosen before the foundation of the world, before the world began, they were given these gifts to come into this truth and to do exactly what they're doing. To be the prophets, the seers, all right, the teachers, okay? But again, you have false teachers because, as it says, right, in Matthew, the 24th chapter, that there would be, what? Give me a minute. This is Matthew 24:24. What does it say here? For there shall arise false messiahs. You got that, people? And false prophets. Okay? Like IUIC, ISUPK, okay? And the men under them that are pushing false doctrine. Okay? And then you have, Polite and Sarnetta, that more than likely push that chemic philosophy. Well, the elect are not going to be deceived. Okay? They're not going to be deceived, all right, into any philosophies of man. They're not going to be deceived. They're not going to follow the rudiments of the world. You understand? They're going to follow the Lamb. Okay? Which, if you know your scriptures, the parable, of the 10 virgins 5 were wise and 5 were unwise that you read in Matthew, the 25th chapter. Okay, well, the ones that were unwise had no oil. Okay, they had no truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. But the 5 wise did, and they went on to the marriage with the Lamb. Do you understand, people? All right? So, again, you're warned throughout the scriptures that there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much, if it were possible, that they shall deceive the very elect. If it were possible. So the elect will not be deceived. You understand, people? All right? The Lord's not coming back for everybody. He's just coming back for 1/3, the elect of Israel. All right? So what does it say? Give me a minute here. This is Revelation 17:8. All right? Which talks about the beast, America, Babylon the Great, okay, which represents the 8th head, the last leg and extension of the revived Roman Empire, along with the EU and NATO, all right? So the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and go into perdition, destruction. And that's what Esau represents, death and destruction. All right? And they that dwell upon the earth, right, shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life. And we have 2/3 of Israelites who are not written in the book of life. Okay? To go along with the tabernacles of Edom and the other heathen nations. You have 2/3 of Israelites that are completely cut off. As it says in Zechariah 13:8, they shall be cut off. Okay? Romans 11:7, all right? Israel as a whole, right? That is the elect. But there's an elect within the elect. Okay? Israel as a whole have not obtained what it seeketh for, but the elect have obtained it. Okay? And the rest were what? Blinded. You understand, people? All right? So whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, before the world began, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is, which, again, is America, Babylon the Great. You understand? The Edomite beast system. Okay? All right? Let's get back here. All right? So again, Hebrews 11:6, right? And we're looking at faith. All right. Relating to the Most High, okay? Relating to Yahushua, all right? Okay, so these men lack faith. What does it say down here? See this? Fealty, faithfulness. Okay? These are things you have to have. Give me a minute. This is Revelation 3:10, people. We're all familiar with the scripture. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? The testimony, this truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures. You see that? That's Yahushua. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. That word temptation, we're going to go right into it. It is telling you that this is a test. And like Captain Tazariak has said, that he's already taken the serpent's potion, he will also wind up taking the charagma. You understand that, people? All this is a test, okay? Under adversity. It is to test a man's faith. And things are only going to get tighter, get worse and worse and worse. All right, the adversity. Before Yahweh Shai breaks through those clouds. Do you understand? America, Babylon the Great is finished, people. All right? And he still has to fulfill what little bit of prophecy he has left to fulfill. He has to fulfill it. He's a puppet of the Lord. He's the sword of the Lord, the left hand. Okay? And again, only through much tribulation will we enter into the kingdom. All right? So it is your right of passage into the kingdom. You understand that, people? All right? So I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which would be that charagma, which shall come upon the world. Okay? Whether that's in the serpent's potion or it comes afterwards. You know, in other words, that the serpent potion is just a precursor to it. Doesn't matter. All right? And to try them that dwell on the earth. So you see, it's a test. The word try and temptation are talking about test. Let's get into that quickly here. All right? What does it say here for temptation? All right?
Strong's G 3986 Pyrasmas.
Right. You see? An experiment, attempt, trial, proving. Let's see. Trial, proving the trial made of you by bodily condition. All right. B, the trial of man's fealty, integrity, virtue, constancy. Is that what you see from Captain Tazariak? Okay? Or ISUPK as a whole? Is that what you see from IUIC and their leaders? You know, who I believe made a comment in the past there of, John the Baptist, was not in the truth. I mean, what kind of madness is that? What kind of madness is that these men have all these followers, claim to be Israelite leaders, have Hebrew names, and they can't even break down, who the beast is, the image, or the mark. They can't even break that down. And they have all these followers, all these people being misled. They're misleading the flock to the slaughter. All right? You see those people? It's a test. All right? A trial of man's fealty, integrity, virtue, constancy. See, adversity, affliction, trouble, as in Jacob's trouble, sent by the Most High. I repeat, sent by the Most High, serving to test or to prove one's character, faith, and holiness. Right? Not only that, right? His fealty, his integrity, his virtue. You got that? See? Temptation, i.e., trial of the Most High. Okay? Unto men. That is, people. You know what? We're going to end this here. We'll be right back with part 3. All right? Shalom. We'll be right back with part 3.